guys, it's Brooke from the Vintage Garden. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to try something a little bit different with the vlogging, well, at least while I'm indoors. So I'm going to be, because I'm trying to do a little bit of gardening like every night, or maybe like do it like Monday, Wednesday, and Friday night, do some gardening, and then do house projects on the other days. And so I'm going to start my winter sowing. So I'm trying to do this in stages just to keep myself organized. That way, because I find sometimes when I'm doing projects that I'll like start doing one section and I'll do it like start to finish for the one section, and then it's like I go on to the next thing. So usually when I was doing winter like with the winter sowing I just did in the peonies, I'd like drilled all the holes. I drilled the holes in the cups, I filled them with dirt, did that, then did the next section, and I think they kind of took longer. So I'm trying to set it up better to be a little bit more efficient because I have so much that has to get done. So what I did this time is when I got the cups, I just spent, I'm trying to think how many cups I bought. I bought like 400 cups. And so what I did was last night when I put a movie on and I just drilled drainage holes in all the plastic cups. And right now I'm just gonna sit here and just fill them all with dirt. I've already been doing plant tags, and so I kind of do it that way. So, and I have a lot of plant tags done. As a matter of fact, let me show you. I need to organize them better because I was just like writing them down and throwing them down, but I have to separate these actually, but I just did stacks of them. So rather than kind of do it as I go, I'm doing them ahead of time so that like when I'm ready to start planting, like for example the shades, what is this called? I think Shades of Summer Verbascum, I can just grab the tags and go from there, and hopefully that'll keep me more organized and productive, and it'll kind of make the process go a little bit faster. So that's what I did there. So I'm in full planting mode. So this is what my sunroom looks like. It is a disaster area, but it'll get there. So these are the cups that I'm using. I think I showed you guys on Instagram that with these cups, these are solo cups, they're different colors. There is a milkshake lid that you put on top of these that just snaps on. And it's great, so I can reuse them. And so what I did was, on some of them I was doing 5 holes, but then it got to the point I was like, dude, why don't I just do like one big hole at the bottom? Like, it takes a lot less time. And so what I'm doing with my winter sowing is that I'm color coding everything, because since I've got the color wheel scheme going on, that's how I'm planting the plant. So what I'm doing is putting all the yellow ones in the yellow cups and that sort of thing, so that when I actually do start planting, I don't have a situation where I find plants that should have been in the pink section. I can just grab all of the pink cups and know at a glance that I've gotten everything. So that's how I'm going to do that. And oh, actually, you know what? There's one more thing I needed to show you guys on the tags. Okay, so I'm back here at the tags, and let me actually, all of them have it on here. But like the Shades of Summer Verbascum is the pink mix, so this will go in a pink cup. Now, if you notice, I have 12 inches written on each one of them. And like, for example, the Pandora Poppy, I have 6 to 8. And the reason I put those on there is for spacing. Because what I'm going to do to get these spaced appropriately is I'm going to make a planting template out of plywood. And so, and listen, I'm planting so many different types of plants, I'm never going to keep it straight. So I'm doing it here now so that when I actually start planting everything and I pull out the template to start using it, I kind of know how I'm putting things. Some of these plants, especially like, for example, the Pandora Poppies, and that sort of thing, you can plant a little bit closer together, especially if you're going to use it for cutting flowers, because it makes longer stems. So some of these I've gotten off of websites like Floret, or like actually Floret's the main one, but there are a lot of flower farmers who grow them a little bit closer together just to get, the taller stems. And I would like to have a little bit more in terms of cut flowers for the house this year, so that's why I'm doing that. Okay guys, so now that I've shown you that, I'm just going to fill all these with dirt. When you're doing winter sowing, winter sowing is really like mimicking mimicking what nature does. You know, when plants self-seed, they stay out there over winter and they come up on their own. And there's a lot of plants you can winter sow. If you guys are looking for resources, there's one website, I think it's called wintersown.org, and it gives you a complete list of cold hardy annuals and perennials that you can winter sow. A lot of things you can winter sow, like for example, even sunflowers. Like I planted sunflowers one year and I didn't realize they dropped seed, and the next year they came back. So just check the list because it's pretty extensive. So there's a lot of things I'm going to be trying to winter sow as much stuff as possible, because given the fact that I have a 2,100 square foot space, I can't wait until March and April to start trying to set up seed trays. So I'm going to be doing as much as I can this way. And if, I do, that way once. And the other thing is it makes the plants a lot stronger. And so because they're outside when it's freezing and all that other stuff. And so they can actually, all the plants that are out there, they can actually handle that. So that's a lot less winter protection. One of the reasons I don't like doing indoor seeding is just because you have to do so much. You have to harden them off. And quite frankly, I just don't, I do this, my real life job is an attorney. So I'm really busy. So I don't have time to kind of weed them. Right now I'm working from home because of the pandemic, but at some point in time, I'm going to be out and about more. And so I'm trying to do something that's sustainable for me. And so one thing that I liked about doing winter sowing in the cups, which I think it will be great, is that I don't have to harden them off. That's one of the reasons why I like starting seeds in my unheated greenhouse. Because during the day it gets warm, at night it's just whatever the night temperature is. Sometimes it does take things a little bit longer to germinate, but once it germinates and it's starting to grow, it's it may not get all the wind and stuff, but it's a much hardier plant. And once again, you don't have to harden it off before you put it outside. So let me get going. I've got, like I said, I've got, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I got 400 containers that I gotta pour dirt in. And when you're starting seeds, winter sowing, just use dirt, just regular potting soil. That's fine. Because the thing is, you're mimicking what happens when you leave them outside, or for example, even like direct sowing. You don't direct sow it in seed starting mix. So just use regular potting soil, and quite frankly, it makes it easier because I'll be quite honest, for the little amount they give you of seed starting mix, for the price is just ridiculous. So potting soil is a much more economic way to do it. But the other thing is, just don't do a potting soil that's got fertilizer in it. Like the one I'm using right now is by Fox Farm, and it's a potting soil that's got like earthworm castings and stuff like that in it. It's kind of like, I don't know, like potting mix and kind of like compost already built in. Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, no, like with the Miracle-Gro, because like they put actual fertilizer. Yeah, not a good thing. So anyway, just a little bit of tips. So let me get going, and I'll come back in a bit to show you my progress. Okay, guys. So I have 7 trays done, and they're blue cups, and also purple. Purple and blues, because just kind of the way the color flowers work, they're all going to go in the same bed. But I do have a plant that I'm going to put in the purple one because it is more purplish. So for this next segment, I'm going to show you my specialist equipment that I'm going to use. So I got to start planting these seeds, and seeds are tiny. So my specialist equipment, this little thing. So years ago, I got these teaspoon set that said dash, pinch, and smidgen. So smidgen is the smallest. So I'm going to be using this to scoop out my seeds, because in the purple cups, I'm going to be putting poppy seeds, and they're ridiculously tiny. And quite frankly, I'm a girl, I got nails, and those seeds always get under my nails. But I think if I use my little smidgen spoon and scoop seeds and kind of sprinkle, it should be a lot easier. So let me go get the seeds and show you what I'm planting. Okay guys, so the first 2 delphiniums the first plants I'm planting are delphinium. So You notice this one says SB Delft and it's 12 inches. It got a little smudged. I used a waterproof gardening marker, and then I did, it says MB Delft 12. So the SB stands for sky blue and the MB stands for Delft blue. And so I got Magic Fountain, sky blue with white bee delphinium, and then Magic Fountain mid blue. So there are 50 seeds in each, and so I'm going to put 2 seeds in each cup. So let me pull out one of the seeds to show you what they look like. Okay guys, so these are the delphinium seeds. They're, I guess for seeds they're large enough. So they do need some dark to germinate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my little smidgen spoon and make a little depression and drop the seeds in the depression and then cover it up. And so right now I'm planting the mid blue, so I'm gonna stick a little tag in each of them and then I'll go on to the next step. So I don't think you guys really need to see this. I'm assuming you guys know how it looks to put seeds in a cup. So I'll come back once I'm finished. Okay guys, so I've planted the first set of delphiniums and the dog is inspecting my work. And so now I'm going to put the lids on. So see if I can do this one-handed, because sometimes I can't always do this one-handed. But did okay, I can't do this one-handed. Okay, I think you guys get the general idea. Okay guys, this is what I planted. So I planted the Magic Fountains mid blue, the Magic Fountain sky blue. I did 1 pack of the Lingholm hybrid Menchanopsis poppy. I didn't actually finish this one off. I got to put the rest of it away, but I did some blue and breezy flax. And I planted this entire pack of Pacific Giants blend delphiniums. So I also did plant a couple of in the purple containers. Those are amazing gray poppies. So so that's it for today guys. So I did 7 trays and they're 15 in each tray, so you can do the math. I think it's 105. So I got a lot more to go. So, but this is a start. So I just have to put these outside. So I think they look really cute with their little hats on. So anyway, that is it for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay guys, so I put all the blue cups in place. So I'm almost filled this bed. I don't even know how many. I think there's a good 300. I guess there's there's well over 300, probably close to throw 400 cups in there. So actually I only have a little bit of space left. So tonight I'm going to work on getting the red section planted. But yeah, I'm going to actually water them later on today. We have not been getting a lot of rain lately. I know we're supposed to get a rainstorm on, I think it's Saturday maybe. So that'll take care of, once that happens, I won't have to water it for a while. So everything is coming along nicely and I'm ready for spraying. Almost. I still got a few thousand seeds to go. So I'll check in with you guys at another point in time.